You're not lazy, broken, or getting old, but something simple you stopped doing years ago is quietly draining your energy, slowing your blood flow, and aging your body faster than you realize. Let's talk honestly for a moment. Most men don't wake up one day and decide to feel tired, stiff, or sluggish. It creeps in quietly. You're still working, still providing, still pushing through your days, but something feels off. Your energy doesn't last like it used to. Your legs feel heavy by afternoon. Your focus drops faster. Recovery takes longer. And deep down, there's this uneasy feeling that your body isn't responding the way it once did. What makes this frustrating is that you're probably doing what you were told to do. You try to eat better. You push yourself in workouts when you can. You tell yourself stress is just part of being a man. Yet the vitality you expect never fully comes back. Here's what most men never realize. The problem isn't always what you're not doing hard enough. Sometimes it's what you stopped doing altogether. Walking. Not as exercise, not as a fitness trend, but as a biological signal your body evolved to depend on. Your father and grandfather didn't sit for 10 to 12 hours a day. They moved without thinking about it. Their circulation stayed active. Their joints stayed lubricated. Their hormones stayed in rhythm with daily movement. Today, even men who train hard often spend most of their day seated, and the body interprets that stillness as a sign of danger, stress, and decline. This matters because your energy, circulation, and long-term vitality are not controlled by motivation alone. They're controlled by signals. Signals your nervous system, blood vessels, muscles, and hormones respond to every single day. Walking is one of the strongest, most overlooked signals you can give your body that life is moving forward, not shutting down. And no, this isn't about telling you to replace strength training or become a marathon walker. It's about understanding why 30 minutes of the right kind of walking can unlock changes most men try to force with supplements, extreme workouts, or endless discipline. By the end of this video, you won't see walking as something too simple to matter. You'll see it as a foundational habit that reconnects your body to energy, circulation, and resilience in a way modern life has quietly taken away. And once you understand what's really happening inside your body when you walk, you'll never look at daily movement the same way again. You might not realize it, but your body has been quietly sending you signals for years. Signals that say, I need movement, I need circulation, I need life. And yet, in the rush of work, family, and modern life, most men over 30 ignore them. You feel it in your legs by the afternoon. You notice that mid-morning slump hits harder than it used to. You might even catch yourself thinking, maybe this is just age catching up to me. But it's not just age, it's a lack of a habit that our bodies were built to thrive on, walking, and not just wandering around the house or shuffling from the car to the office. I'm talking about a purposeful, consistent 30 minutes that signals your body. Everything is okay. You can function at full capacity. Walking might sound too simple to make a difference, but that's exactly why it's so powerful. When you walk, your heart pumps more efficiently. Your blood vessels expand and contract in rhythm, improving circulation to every organ in your body. Your muscles get just enough stimulation to maintain tone and coordination without the stress that heavy lifting can sometimes cause on aging joints. For men over 30, these subtle changes add up in ways that dramatically affect energy, recovery, and even hormone balance. Think about a man you know, maybe a colleague, maybe yourself 5 years ago, who swore by the gym but still complained of fatigue, poor focus, or stiff joints. He was hitting the weights, running sprints, and following every supplement trend, but he wasn't moving consistently throughout the day. He spent hours sitting, often forgetting that our bodies evolved to move, not to remain seated. That's where walking comes in. It's not a replacement for your strength training or morning routine. It's a foundation. It keeps the system running smoothly, lubricates the joints, supports circulation, and keeps energy levels more stable. And here's something most men don't realize. Walking affects your nervous system more than you think. When you walk, your body senses rhythm, pace, and consistency. That rhythmic movement calms the stress response. It tells your adrenal system that it doesn't need to release stress hormones unnecessarily. Over time, this reduces fatigue, improves sleep quality, and even stabilizes mood. For men over 30 whose stress response tends to spike more easily, this can be a game changer. It's not about a dramatic workout or crushing cardio. It's about a steady signal that your body was designed to receive and respond to positively. Walking also impacts hormone regulation in ways many men overlook. Testosterone, growth hormone, and other key anabolic hormones aren't just produced in response to lifting heavy weights. They respond to consistent movement, improved circulation, and reduced inflammation. When you walk regularly, your body shifts into a maintenance and repair mode. Recovery accelerates, energy feels more sustainable, and even libido and drive get a boost. Not because you're doing something extreme, but because you're supporting the body's natural rhythm. And it's not just energy and hormones. Walking strengthens your joints and stabilizes your muscles in a low-impact way that prevents injury. For men over 30, injuries happen more easily and recovery takes longer. A half-hour walk daily strengthens connective tissue, supports balance, and maintains range of motion. Over time, that means fewer aches, less stiffness, and more confidence in your physical abilities. Imagine not wincing when you get out of a chair, climb stairs, or pick up your kids. That's the quiet power of a simple walk. What's remarkable is that it doesn't take extreme intensity to see results. 30 minutes at a steady, purposeful pace sends your body signals that your heart, lungs, and muscles are functioning optimally. Blood sugar regulation improves, inflammation drops, and even mental clarity increases. Men who walk consistently report better focus, less brain fog, and higher productivity. It's as if walking unlocks a version of you that's been trapped under years of sedentary habits. This is why so many men over 30 are tired, stiff, or lacking energy. They've lost the habit that kept their fathers and grandfathers moving naturally throughout the day. It's not about adding a complicated supplement stack or overhauling your gym routine. It's about embracing the one habit that requires nothing more than putting one foot in front of the other. That's the overlooked hidden fix for energy, circulation, and vitality that most men ignore until they hit a wall. If you take one thing from this, let it be this. Walking is not optional for men who want to feel strong, alert, and alive as they age. It's a cornerstone habit. It's simple, consistent, and profoundly effective. And the moment you start making it non-negotiable in your daily routine, your body will respond in ways you haven't felt in years. You don't need to run a marathon. You don't need to lift heavier than ever. You simply need to walk and let your body do the rest. You might think that feeling drained by mid-afternoon or struggling to stay motivated after work is just part of getting older. But the truth is, most men over 30 are sabotaging their energy without even realizing it. Modern life has created habits that slowly erode vitality, and it's often the small, invisible choices that make the biggest difference. You wake up, grab your coffee, sit at a desk for hours, skip meals, stress about work, and by the evening you feel like you're running on empty. And yet you think this is normal, it's just how life is after 35. But it doesn't have to be this way. Energy isn't just about caffeine or willpower. It's about the systems in your body working together efficiently. Your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your hormones, they all need consistent signals to function optimally. And when these signals are interrupted by poor habits, your energy tanks. Blood circulation slows, insulin spikes, stress hormones rise, and inflammation quietly builds up. All of these things chip away at your vitality, your focus, and even your mood. Men notice it physically and mentally. They feel stiff in the morning, sluggish after meals, and mentally foggy when they need sharpness most. Consider how sedentary behavior steals energy. Sitting for hours at a desk isn't just boring. It changes your body on a cellular level. Muscles stop contracting regularly. Blood flow decreases, and the signals to your mitochondria, the tiny power plants in your cells, start fading. When mitochondria aren't activated consistently, your energy production declines. That's why you feel drained even if you sleep 8 hours. Your body isn't producing energy efficiently because you're not giving it the right movement cues throughout the day. It's a silent theft of vitality, and most men never connect the dots. Stress is another invisible energy thief. Men over 30 often juggle responsibilities that push cortisol, the stress hormone, into overdrive. Cortisol is designed to help you respond to challenges, but when it's constantly elevated, it burns through your energy stores. It affects sleep quality, slows recovery, and even suppresses testosterone. That's why you may notice lower motivation, weaker performance in the gym, or less drive in your day-to-day life. The more you ignore it, the deeper the cycle runs, and the more frustrated you feel, thinking your body is just getting old. Nutrition habits play a critical role too. Skipping breakfast, overloading on processed foods, relying on sugar for quick energy spikes, all of these create roller coaster blood sugar patterns. Every spike is followed by a crash, leaving you irritable, tired, and craving more stimulants. This constant back and forth drains your energy and wears down your hormonal balance over time. Men often blame age for feeling weak or unmotivated, but in reality, it's the silent wear and tear of these everyday choices. Recovery is another overlooked factor. Men over 30 rarely prioritize active recovery or deliberate rest, even if you hit the gym. If you don't balance activity with proper movement, stretching, and light activity throughout the day, your body struggles to reset. Muscles tighten, joints ache, and fatigue lingers longer than it should. That lingering fatigue doesn't just affect your workouts, it affects every part of your life, from work performance to your energy at home. But the good news is that understanding these patterns is half the battle. Once you see how movement, stress management, nutrition, and recovery interconnect, you gain control. You can start making adjustments that restore energy, mental clarity, and even hormonal balance. It's not about drastic changes overnight. It's about consistent small steps that stack over time. Walking after meals, taking micro breaks during long sitting periods, prioritizing high-quality nutrition, and practicing simple stress-reducing habits can transform the way your body produces energy. Imagine waking up and actually feeling alert, sustained energy through the morning, mental clarity in meetings, and physical readiness to engage with life instead of dragging through it. That's the potential every man has, but it requires recognizing the hidden energy thieves and intentionally addressing them. Once you do, you'll start noticing the subtle but powerful changes: better circulation, more stamina, improved recovery, and even a renewed sense of confidence in your body. The choice is yours. You can accept the fatigue and stiffness as normal, or you can start taking control of the systems that produce real, sustainable energy. It's not complicated, it's not extreme, and it doesn't require miracle supplements. It's about building habits that respect how your body actually functions. Your energy is your foundation. Protect it, support it, and nurture it. And your body will reward you in ways you may have forgotten were possible. Even when you're sleeping the recommended 7 or 8 hours, you might wake up feeling like you were never asleep at all. You drag yourself through the morning, caffeine barely helping, and by midday, you're already thinking about your next nap or energy boost. Most men over 30 assume this is just part of aging, but the reality is, it's not about age, it's about what your body is actually going through while you sleep. Poor sleep quality is quietly eroding your hormones, your circulation, and your energy reserves, and most men have no idea it's happening. When you sleep poorly, your body isn't just resting, it's failing to repair, restore, and recalibrate. Testosterone production, for example, is at its peak during deep sleep. This isn't just about sex drive. Testosterone regulates muscle strength, bone density, energy levels, and mental clarity. If you're skimping on deep sleep because of late night screen time, stress, or inconsistent sleep schedules, your body is producing less of this critical hormone. Over time, that creates a cycle of fatigue, slower recovery, and even mood changes. Men feel less capable in the gym, less alert at work, and more frustrated with themselves for just not having the energy they used to. Sleep also impacts insulin sensitivity. Poor sleep raises cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and throws your blood sugar balance off. That leads to energy crashes, food cravings, and fat storage, particularly around your belly. Men often notice their waistlines creeping up, but don't realize that this is a direct reflection of disrupted sleep cycles. Your body is literally telling you that it can't optimize energy and hormone production if it doesn't get proper rest. Then there's the neurological impact. Deep sleep is when your brain processes stress, consolidates memory, and clears out waste products. Without it, mental fog, poor decision-making, and low motivation become part of your daily reality. This doesn't just affect work performance. It affects your confidence, your interactions with family, and your ability to maintain an active, energetic lifestyle. Men often blame this on aging. But the truth is that modern lifestyle habits, late nights, blue light exposure, and chronic stress are the real culprits. Another hidden factor is inflammation. Poor sleep increases inflammatory markers in the body, and inflammation interferes with circulation, recovery, and even joint health. Men over 30 notice they feel stiffer, slower, and more prone to minor aches. That stiffness isn't inevitable. It's often the silent result of disrupted sleep and accumulated stress. Without addressing this, every attempt at exercise or vitality-boosting activity feels harder than it should. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding the mechanics of your sleep opens the door to reclaiming energy and strength. Small changes, consistent bedtimes, limiting screen exposure before bed, breathing exercises to reduce stress can improve deep sleep quality dramatically. Even a 20-minute wind-down routine or a short walk after dinner can signal your body to relax and prepare for restorative rest. Over time, you start noticing the difference. Waking up alert, sharper focus during the day, more stamina in workouts, and even better hormonal balance. Men often overlook the compounding effect of poor sleep. Each night of insufficient rest doesn't just make you tired, it compounds hormonal imbalance, slows recovery, and weakens energy production. But the flip side is powerful. Every night of quality sleep reinforces the systems that produce energy, build muscle, and maintain mental clarity. You can literally reverse years of fatigue by respecting the natural rhythm of your body. Think about it this way. Your body is a high-performance engine, and sleep is the oil that keeps it running smoothly. Without it, everything starts to grind, energy dwindles, and strength declines. But with consistent restorative sleep, your engine fires on all cylinders again. Your mind sharpens, your muscles recover faster, and your body begins to function closer to the way it did when you were in your 20s. The difference is subtle at first, but within weeks, the improvement is unmistakable. It's not complicated, and it's not about expensive supplements or extreme hacks. It's about giving your body the environment it needs to repair itself naturally. Sleep is free, yet it is more powerful than almost any intervention you could take to boost energy, vitality, or longevity. Men who reclaim their sleep reclaim their strength, clarity, and confidence, and that has a ripple effect in every area of life. So, if you've been blaming your fatigue on age, it's time to reconsider. Age isn't the enemy. Poor sleep is, and once you start prioritizing restorative rest, you'll feel the difference in energy, focus, and the resilience of your body and mind. When you take control of your sleep, you don't just wake up rested. You wake up restored, empowered, and ready to reclaim every day of your life. You're not lazy, broken, or getting old, but something simple you stopped doing years ago is quietly draining your energy, slowing your blood flow, and aging your body faster than you realize. All of this comes down to one truth. Your body isn't betraying you. It's responding to the choices, habits, and environment you've built around it. Every step you take toward better movement, smarter nutrition, better sleep, and stress management rewires your energy, strengthens your hormones, and restores your vitality. You don't have to accept fatigue, slow recovery, or invisible decline as your fate. Understanding how your body works gives you the control you've been missing, and with consistent, deliberate actions, improvement isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Take these insights, start small, and commit, because every choice you make today is building the man you'll feel like tomorrow.